Welcome to another episode of Hunting with Hadaway. Come along as old Hadaway takes you on various adventures throughout the Deep South.
It's raining, y'all. We need the rain, but no hunting today. So let's go cook something. All right, we got our squirrel that I killed the other day. I think that was last Sunday. They've been soaking since Sunday in the refrigerator. And a salt and water mixture. We're gonna start off by putting them into the pressure cooker. We're going to pressure cook them for a little while. This pressure cooker step isn't necessary, but it sure helps tenderize them. Add just enough water to cover them. Forgot to add my salt. We're going to use this broth in a little bit, so we want it to have some flavor. A little bit of salt. We'll add some black pepper in there too. That'll help it. Let's cover them up and let them jug. Oh yeah. While this pressure cooker does this thing, let's make us a egg wash real quick. Got 5 eggs total. I'm cooking 4 squirrels, so I'll make sure I got plenty. Salt and pepper. Here's our egg wash. Self-rising flour. Alright, I let it go 15 minutes from the time the pressure cooker started hissing. Let's switch it off. Let's let steam off. Alright, steam's off the pressure cooker. Let's get this out and let it cool where we can handle it. I'm going to set this to the side because we're going to use that broth to make rice in just a little bit. Time to break out the cast iron and get the grease hot. Let me show you a piece of this squirrel right here. By pressure cooking it just those 15 minutes, you can see how tender it is already. Alright, I'm not a professional, so I can't tell you exactly what temperature to get your grease to, but I can tell you when you drop flour in there and it does like that, it's ready to cook on. So let's first drop a few in the eggs. And the eggs are just to help give it, help the flour stick to it for a crust. Then into the flour. Our container. Alright, while our squirrel is frying over here, I'm going to chop up this onion right here. I normally would use a whole onion, but all we have left is a half an onion. I didn't ask my wife if we had onion before I started this endeavor, so we're going to use a half an onion. Squirrel's looking about right. Let's turn it over. I didn't mention earlier, but I'm using vegetable oil to cook this in. Alright, our first batch of squirrels done. Let's get these things out. Now these are ready to eat right now. But we're gonna dress them up a little more. Let's get this other batch going too. Now generally I would use this extra flour left over to make my gravy, but my wife does not like homemade gravy as much as she likes packet gravies, which is fine by me. It's easier to make packet gravy. So we're gonna finish it off with some gravy out of the pack, just for her. She's sick today and she's actually in the bed asleep right now. My 5-year-old's asleep and my 8-month-old is asleep. So everybody's piled up in the bed. So I'm in here cooking supper. We gotta try one of these pieces. At least one. Let's try this back leg. Alright, I got my grease drained out of my pan, out of my cast iron. Let's throw these onions in here and just fry them just a little bit. Pick up that squirrel and flour flavor from the bottom of the pan. Alright, our onions is about wilted. Pour them over the top. Let's crank this oven to 350. Our gravy calls for 1 cup per packet. We're going to use 2 packets of this is Sure Fine brown gravy mix. Alright, once you got it mixed good, let's take our squirrel and pour it in there over the top of them. We got our oven preheated to 350. Let's throw these puppies in here. We're going to use Success Boil in a Bag white rice. If you've never tried this, some killer rice. But what we're going to do is take our broth from our squirrels earlier and bring that back to a boil. Alright, we're about to be back at a boil. Let's drop our rice in here. Let's check this rice out. Cooked in that squirrel broth. That'll help it. You can't screw up this rice, that's why I cook it like this in the bag. What you think about that? Got me some corn, rice, a little bit of gravy on my rice. Let's see if it's as tender as it's cooked. Alright y'all, moment of truth. Let's see how tender this is. Can you see that? We'll just peel it off the bone. Meat's just falling off the bone. A little bit of rice and help it. You can't screw up that rice in the bag. I got some fine victuals here to eat. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Try this sometime. You won't regret it.
Thanks for watching Hunting with Hadaway. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and come back for more videos from the outdoors.